the nation's address. I'm opinion in Sembe Brina the true, especially about the performance of the economy under his watch. Baby of our mind free, any baby of mine about bidu. Doc, aqua baby.
Obi, with a macho.
Good. Dr. Kwesinya me befi. I mean, Ghana, the Yakasa economist. I a revered we are the Emma and Kofa. So okay, we economist we an economist meaning so be our PhD economics and before you are called an economist, I was why a PhD.
And normally before you ever say we economist and Casano, either say what chatter. Okay. And I say where's you there about PhD in economics. Then we to my case when a bar economy no one sense ma wa be mu a otiase
okay it will PhD no now focus here then in your PhD and then I'll research it on.
So me in my PhD I focus more on the energy aspect. So I was looking at fiscal policies West African countries for employ when it comes to trying to improve sustainable energy any other and how it actually impacts the general well-being of the citizens within these countries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Energy economist.
Energy economist, yes. Yeah.
Wow, so be energy economist are the other aspect of economics unim.
Oh, the other aspects of the economy is unim, and especially on my side when I was specializing or looking into the energy side of the economics, I was looking at the impact on the general well-being, so the development aspect as well. So how when we look at the fiscal policies, fiscal policy we say na abwa ama sustainable development aba the West African countries, looking at Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Cape Verde, and all these countries.
Okay. And who your PhD in uni?
Me, I'm a PhD in the University of Buckingham, UK.
Buckingham University.
Yes, UK.
I said Dr. Bawumia call.
Honor Dr. Bawumia call.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I honor.
Actually, I honor many this year for the first time.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to break in a record, because I heard that story of Buckingham said, Ghana maybe breaking the record. Hey, what?
Oh, my cousin, may I dare to say Dr. Bawumia.
No, the record be over.
Yeah, dare to say Dr. Bawumia. I was a Dr. Bawumia, they were being ye, by economy no more, once and I dream would opa.
Yeah, but some who could break in a record. That's a one I dream would heavy. Wow, that's interesting. But ain't a one hour master's degree
so a one me share me my first degree into me and because of my GPA then I applied for the PhD and I was given the right to go and access it. PhD in straight.
And you want your master's degree?
Debbie, into me PhD and I'm quite me PhD and I'm quite me MPhil DPhil. In economics, and I'm the PhD in economics.
And your first degree is where economics first.
My first degree is economics, yeah.
And now GPA near saying.
Obi, discuss Ghana's economy.
You don't discuss
Ghana's economy. You see, Obi, dear, my person, my canny said, most of the times in Mabunu na omodwen say enoma bi wo no ma difficult for them to achieve. For example, say me own personal life experience at the University of Buckingham. As at that time there were other departments, to say computer science departments, so manya ubia what me awie in the first degree awakwa in PhD, but never the economics department na bibia Obianye vida. As a matter of fact, I say me first degree
Still running your HR and payroll on generic ERP modules? So
one of my lectures was say no or say befi there be me share body awabo economics in the first degree. I think say you should also apply to go and do your PhD
straight away.
Now yeah, share the university in the bed and And truly, me apply, you know, and I was given approval to do it. Nana easy, Obi. I almost gave up, to be honest, because not pressure, no woman, not pressure, no song. A pressure is swung, kasa.
In how many years?
So I did the PhD in 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years, yeah. You know, it's a pressure woman kasa. Na pressure woman kasa.
Especially from first degree straight.
From first degree, because there be yes, not the be a say, utinasina wu ready. Unze abrofo so lectures, jale there be na mu busa very demanding. Now co review way, co read the way, co article way, co analysis way. Edu baby, I almost gave up. But the good thing about when they say oh more or mushe crying, and yeah ma adwuma no so yeah easy. So mushe crying bompire no ajinya miedi say nyamena odo wa bedu baby awadru no ono an sande obey the ben ebe ko anim.
That's interesting. I mean economics and kasa na air now we PhD straight from first degree. That's a lot of work. We are there.
Yeah, no, yes,
to do it in record time, 3 years, no?
Yeah, 2 years.
That's a good one. We are there. Wow. And at least a fair idea of the Ghanaian economy and how our economy, is ETCCR, right?
Oh yes. And I think one other thing, normally, so me I know say from 2021 to 2024, so I also worked as a technical advisor.
Okay.
To the former vice president and MPP presidential candidate this year, Dr Bawumia.
Okay.
Until from then, so now you go back to academia. You pursue making sure lessons and experience, both from the academic perspective and also from the practical perspective. You bit to me, I'm making sure masters, PhD in economics, and so you bit me use those lessons and experience. Yeah, they are warm. No, almost yamea domina almost chance or more apply economics no mosiana or mobiti me abuama Ghana either be.
But one of the things we've heard consistently and is you can be a fine academic as far as economics is concerned. But what about practical governance? And when you book economics, experience in that regard, saying.
Oh, I think, sir, to be honest, to an extent, I agree with what you are saying, but I think they go hand in hand. Because about the economy, if you don't know how the economy works, any policies are pain or other countries. Now we need how do you actually apply it practically and also ama when some and I believe it's once you have a good knowledge of economics in terms of the academics and of course once you start practicing sometimes you may see it's not exactly the same as the book one but it comes in handy make sure Nyoma policies are ordering say somebody to akwan policies beboa ama omina de ben akona nima ma omina no atumpon.
Okay and you would reject the notion say enye book mu economics ni edibo man. You reject that notion?
Oh, I reject it because I believe it goes hand in hand because who book mu there or share the practical ones swasia based on experience and also based from the practical ones, then you tweak a bit what you've learned. And on a boama policies are better to acquire ama economy na yedebe. I make sense. I'm an acronym.
Yeah. I would share with you some quotes of the president time and oye sona.
Okay.
Into the heaviest burden we inherited was high inflation, which was silently eroding every household's purchasing power. It peaked at 54.1% at the end of 2022 and declined to 23.5% by the end of 2024. And on Cecilia, we are doing 3% plus inflation. That is something Obia Cranes also say enya inflation at that level. This president is surely doing something right, Mebwa.
Into Obi the Edika Mecha obi on macha what phone.
Yes.
na macha Bono mine.
Okay.
Obi, so we share State of the Nation address your man Penny deliver last Friday. I mean, there are some facts or can't want them to say inflation or say inflation about down, public debt to GDP about down, etc. Which I do agree with him. Say, indeed, it shows there is macroeconomic stability.
Yes.
A go on.
Yes.
But I think we take it with time. Now say we share speech, paragraph by paragraph. To be honest, I think whoever wrote the speech for the president, probably or no, meanings are not person setting up the president or what, because the State of the Nation address paints the picture. Say, economy na oman penyini ebe inherite na sa economy na atitia pansam.
Yes.
Ana just last year ana 1 year omodi aba ban no. Sa 1 year no matimi aye de ben atene
BB around
things around. Enti say you quote here wo kan ho asem, and even other quotes to say your debt levels. Wo kan say in December 2022 Ghana had one, or experienced one of its darkest economic moments in our history. And since then, Omotima 10 things around our debt to GDP performed to 45%. 45.3%, indeed. But Obi, me person over mama kwan kakra, akunya kakra na yetima church nyoma because the me person here will a bit of an academic analysis and objective assessment of Ghana's economic situation. I mean, Obi say the darkest economic history in 2022. The key question we should be asking ourselves, say, indeed, you do 2022. Ghana's debt levels were unsustainable. And you do, baby, now, buying, taking one of the painful decisions to do the domestic debt exchange program, DDEP, and I mean, bilateral negotiations, etc., for debt relief in Adi. But Obi, you and I should ask ourselves, how did we get there as a country first? And in Shishaye Abina at the time, they two are and currently, is it based on those in Shishaye Sona debt levels in a form? So, your far facts of 2008, your man Penidada, His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor, if we so know. Now Ghana's debt was about $8 billion.
Sure.
As of December 2008. Now, fast forward to 2016. Now, as of December 2016, now Ghana's debt levels was $29.2 billion. $29.2 billion. So, now, fast forward to 2022. Baby, I man Penini can say it was one of our darkest moments in our economic history. Now, your debt levels are $53.9 billion in dollar terms.
Yes.
So now, so we are mathematics now. Between 2008 to 2016, our debt levels increased by 262%. From 2008 to 2016, our debt levels increased by 262%. Now, from 2017 till time, your man Penny in his State of the Nation address, I can say it's our darkest moment. Our debt levels had increased by about 85%.
That's in percentage terms.
In percentage terms.
But
figures. Yeah, but in percentage terms, I share the quantum in terms of the increase.